How are we living, boys? As you know, the new split season, whatever it is, just started, and Riot Games dropped the new item that will be nerfed ASAP, so free LP to you if you can buy Swiftmarch at any time after 1.5 to 2 items. Basically, they changed it to where once you buy this, you get 5% of your movement speed as adaptive force. Now, this is an item you can run it on all Briar builds, but it is definitely accentuated a ton on movement speed Briar, the build that we're doing today, which focuses on rushing Yumu's Ghostblade, movement speed, lethality, AD, and Deadman's Plate, armor, movement speed, health. And the idea is that you buy these like weirdly efficient items that also give you movement speed. You prioritize feats of strength to get your Swiftmarch done, and even if you don't get feats of strength for Swiftmarch, you are completely fine on this build. So yeah, this is going to be nerfed ASAP. So I'm giving you this video first of the season because it's disgusting. 5% of your movement speed is turned into adaptive force. So on AD or AP champs, you just get extra stats. It usually turns to about 30 AD. So these boots that are already broken because Swifties and movement speed are the best stat in the game, now you have 30 AD on top of it. It's so awesome. And it's a build. We were already doing movement speed Briar way before this. So I mean, it's just everything fell right into place. And this guy dies for free because life is so easy. Look at that. Oh, just kidding. I don't think my Xerath has anything. Oh, well. Maybe? No. Alright, well, he would have died for free. Now, unfortunately, my rank on this count is about Diamond 3. And that's where you can see a lot of players make a lot of basic mistakes. And that's okay, but I love playing on basically Diamond and Masters for YouTube videos more than Challenger, because Challenger will be more like refined game mechanics, like, hey, this path makes sense, and when this guy made this call to go to this lane, this is what he left to sacrifice. And it's more like chess. And when you play around Masters and Diamond is closer to Silver than you think. So you know, obviously when I flash stun Aurelion Soul and my Xerath doesn't land a spell, or doesn't get all 3 spells, really, to be fair, he made a mistake, and that's all there is to it. Timmy Turner is getting turned up, as you can see. But then you have random pop-off moments like this, and it's like, wait, Diamond might be, you know, or Masters, rather, might be the most entertaining elo. Now we're going to stand here, we're going to pull this wave. We need you to step up. She used shield. Now this is a mistake on her end because we just tap right there and then slide out. Now had she saved her shield, we might have to look for that play a little bit differently. This guy's here, so we get out. We're trying to rush to... Oh, he actually got the crab because he's on 32 farm. 24 for a full clear, 28 for 1 crab, 32. Following that, we're probably better off going something like this, actually. If you go Serrated Dirk here, it's 20 AD, 10 lethality. Lethality is a pretty decent stat. But if you go this, you get 25 AD, so 5 more, but you get movement speed. I value movement speed a lot. Like I said, a lot of great players, a lot of some of the best players in this game, and, you know, people like LS or whatever, all acknowledge that movement speed creep has become a problem, and movement speed is like such a stat that if you have it, you just can do so many more things than everyone else, and it's really abusable, and it's an awesome stat. So I like to prioritize Rectrix early for sure. But if you ever have like Serrated Dirk plus Longsword, I think that starts tipping the scales, but obviously it costs a little bit more money. Now can we get this gank going? Let's go ahead and do the same sweep that we did. Kind of tap into the other side of that. See this right here. I know that there's a scryer usually up here unless someone's hit it. So that's okay. Get the icon reset on that crab. We actually see the circle, but the icon stayed there, so that's a bug. But that's okay. This is one of the most buggy seasons ever because you can sell your recall. If you haven't seen the clips, if you go into shop, and don't do this, God forbid, you right-click your recall, you will sell it. It is an item in your inventory. He missed this stun, but I think we might be able to cook this. We have good damage. I just need to be able to E this guy, and I'm living. We could definitely push this wave. I don't think there's a way that we can't. All I really need is my E. My E would make me able to step over WQ here. There's no way he'll slide through. Oh my god, wow. Nice. Maybe I should have taken that. I didn't expect Xerath to be happy to do that. By the way, I'm in that circle. Oh, let's go. It's a crazy game. Their bot lane's like trading kills back onto us. Decent. I'm greedy. I'm greedy. Yeah, I mean, the planning's there, right? You drop the E to catch him mid-jump, but I didn't expect me to take so much damage that I would die through 35% damage reduction and healing to one spell. Some champs aren't fair. It is what it is. We knew that we couldn't get the crab, but, you know, man, let me get the... Can I get the pink ward, man? Not too bad. So top lane is even enough. Usually you do want your Teemo lane winning, but as we know, we watch Menko 1, we know Teemo players never get it popping like they should. No hate at all. Our AD carry is doing really well. Our mid is having a weird game, but I actually feel like he's turning up a little bit. If you saw my first gank for him, he played probably Biss worse, right? Or Whis, maybe. If you see my second gank, he actually played really well. So that's like basically you can define that as someone heating up. Now he's obviously going to go ward here. Teemo doing those small pivots can like make him miss timing on warding, and as you can see, it kind of did. He ulted, so we can't really kill him here unless Teemo can like maybe flash do a ton of damage. But see what you got, brother. Wow, he actually died there. Hiya! It is what it is. Mundo players love thinking that, like, oh, I can't die anymore on Mundo. Yep. Go where you please, brother. I'm going to W2 here to heal up because I would like to try and play for these grubs, but Kha'Zix could be standing anywhere here. Level 6, free kill on me. I'm again greeting. Please do not punish me for this. Yeah. Alright, but the E saved me there, did it not? Let's see. Our Xerath is in base, but he's TPing in, so they definitely get one. If we could get one grub, this could help us out a ton, though. So we want to deny the feat point. Now, our plan for feats is either, like, 2 dragons and Rift Herald, or just getting a turret. I mean, he won't go in. There's no way. Nice. Good hustle. Nice. So Kha'Zix is up 3 crabs, basically. 2 level 1 crabs, so it really doesn't matter. If I could get that one, it would be good, but right now they have support. My support's here. Their support is hovering that crab for him, so I'm just going to take the time that while their support, just kidding, would have been topside, we would look to go bot, but they're actually kind of just chalking up the crab. It looks like Kha'Zix is actually leaving it too. So maybe if I get this full clear, don't have to gank bot, I could reset and go to that crab. Because again, the first crab of the game doesn't matter as much, but every crab following that is a ton of experience, very worth. The only thing we could sacrifice is our Gromp here. That would suck, but it is what it is. I'm going to look for a line walk here in case they're trying to play. Looks like they're just going 1 for 1 there. It's not really too crazy. Nice, that's someone's flash for sure. Grab my boots. And nice, we're pretty strong. First item in 10 minutes is like your break point. Like, I would say you kind of like need first item unless you're really far behind at 10 minutes. And we're in first item and boots. As you can see, we're going to start kicking up here. And luckily we aren't on Titanic here because the only way we catch this guy is with movement speed build. So that's actually cool. Movement speed is a tough one to quantify sometimes, so you'll notice that there's a lot of times where I'm trying to make sure you guys understand it. Because like when I play Crit Briar, you can easily assess how well you did by how much damage you did. Hey, I built full damage, I did least in the lobby. I might have played it wrong, right? Well, movement speed doesn't have like that much of a quantifiable metric other than like you seeing the value of it and deciding how you feel about it, right? So, like, right there, I see the value of movement speed. It got me that kill. Maybe no other briar build could have gotten it. Okay? But you still have to take it a little further and decide, well, was it even worth it? You know, if I was stronger in this other situation minutes later because I was tankier, would that have had more or less value on the game? And it's like, that's kind of where you start figuring out how good things actually are if you wanted to, like, have an opinion or an educated opinion on, you know, the validity of certain things. Either way, the point is, if you like the build, play it. But, you know, sometimes I guess people get lost in, like, trying to prove their favorite build because they don't really know how to. So I guess I threw that in there for you if that's you. Because some people are like, hey, I rush Guardian Angel first. I saw that in my Discord today, and I'm like, I mean, like, I would say someone asked me what I think about it. I'm like, well, the stats are pretty bad. It is undeniable that the stats of Guardian Angel are really bad, right? If you look at Guardian Angel, so 55 AD, okay, well, 40 AD is 1300. So that means, you know, what's going on? So you have 50 AD for 1650, right? And then the armor is like, you know, it's just not adding up, you know? So maybe if you spent your money elsewhere, maybe, again, shoot out where they can be walking, and you'll increase your odds of hitting. Now, again, I've done that angle twice and missed. Usually I'd say, you know, maybe we do something else. Instead, I'll say, never stop gambling. So again, this is a chance where you can kind of see movement speed adding up here. Okay. Well, I flashed to go into Ka. I was a little bit far off with the Q, but luckily, if I don't go to Ka, then I'm going to another champion, and that champion was the Aurelion Soul that thought he was going to change that day. So, thank you for that. Why does Ezreal feel so strong? Because this guy is smurfing on it? Not actually smurfing, I don't know, but... Ezreal's as strong as the player is good. That's like the easiest way to understand it. Ezreal is really hard to get the most out of, but when you can get more and more and more against enemy team, it really is just that. Some champions show their skill through, like, just flat out mechanics, hitting more spells than everyone else. As I say that, he does this. Hopefully it works for him. That was not worth for us, but, you know, he's getting a little amped up. Swiftmarch is 750, or 500, though. But we need 2 legendary items. Where's my item? There it is. So again, don't forget for boot upgrade, right? You need 2... Where does it say it? There it is. Owning 2 legendary items. So obviously legendary items are full items. So get your item ASAP. But don't be afraid to upgrade your boots to Swifties, you know, if the money looks right. A lot of people ask me that. Hey, man, when I don't know when to upgrade my boots. When do I do it? And it's like, well, you have to buy them before you need them, right? You want to buy the, you know, plated steel caps, the one that deny physical damage and auto attack damage, before you go into a fight where it's going to have a lot of autos on your head. He's at 1,000 health. I cannot kill him here, but I can hit the wave and try and get Teemo's wave state better. This guy can't catch me. Do I send it? I'll send it. Ezreal, get me out of here ASAP. ASAP. Nice. Huge. Oh, my team's getting engaged upon. Whenever you're low health on Briar, I say do one camp, get 75%, and then you can look for another fight. So right there, is he going to my Raptors? I think he might be going to my Raptors. Yeah, this ain't allowed, brother. I got a build that can chase this here. He's gonna hop away, of course. He has his support coming, probably. I'm not too worried about the fight, though. Movement speed is kicking right now. Trying to look at Ashe here, too. Get a little smite on that when I can. Someone else's tank I can walk under. Guess that was the time that having too much movement speed kind of slowed us down. Because we got to the turret first. Now, this game is only 17 to 12. Definitely still more to be done to get the win here. We do need 200 more gold to get our second item. That's where we want to be. So let's try and greed on their bot side. That being warded does really mess with our game plan a little bit. If Kha'Zix were to fight me here, I'd rather be in this corridor. It would set me up for a better E. Likely someone, after they die, they run straight to a buff. So it's really no big deal. You can do that. Smite that. Book it, bro. You got a blast. Movement speed kind of showing its hand right here. You feel me? I mean, they won't die to me. There's no way on earth. There's no way on earth. Keep trying to step up to them and debate them. I got a good feeling that they won't. I'm so scared, bro. You guys won't. You guys are not about it, man. There's not too much else for me to do. Other than try and just waste their time. And I'm trying to waste their time because we're on death timers, right? So the more time that enemy teams just sitting there pivoting next to me is actually really decent. Obviously, you don't want them running around, getting this wave set up, getting mid-turret with multiple people, right? Like, you want to make it work. Apparently, Nami is mad at Xerath. They're not playing with them anymore. Toy Story type beat. You can actually click and see that that was a Sightstone Ward icon. So you know that Karma is here. I see that Nami is doing this play with me, so that means that again. Xerath, you're an L, bud. And my team. Oh my god, he's having a rough game. I didn't even notice. One of the easiest things to learn about League is like negativity is so easily seen when you want to see it, when you're looking for it, right? So, like I didn't even notice this guy's having a bad game, right? When I'm near top lane, I check and see if the gank is doable. And if it is, I do it, and that's it. You know? Stat lines are so fake, bro. Now, it could be a decent power spike to actually go get my boot upgrade before this fight, because I think I'll need damage. Kind of running a little flat on the damage department outside of Ezreal, so we have 5 seconds on it. Grab this upgrade. Let me get a pink word too, just because I got steel. And then we're there. As you can see, right now we're getting 33 adaptive force on 2 items. So sick. Ooh. That doesn't look like playing for just Ezreal, I'll say that much. Okay. Necessarily, I don't think I need to steal this dragon. It's just 1 Cloud Drake. And we already got feats of strength, so... you know, it's definitely better than playing for a huge team fight, except you're the only one on your team. Get his passive off number 1. You can PTA proc too, it's pretty decent. Don't do it to me. Did turret shots speed up? I swear that felt insane. That's probably such a nuanced thing that not a lot of people even think about how fast a turret shot is. Good chunk, E him away, live the dream. We're kind of falling apart at the seams here. My team's just dying random deaths. No, sir. Again, I'm not giving towers for free. I only have 2 camps up, so taking this time doing something else is pretty decent. Now, this game, they have a lot of AD, but they have, like, I don't know, man. Burst is when someone does, like, all their combos super fast, like Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix has burst, right? But Aurelion Sol and Ashe have consistent damage to where, like, Death Stance isn't very good against them, but Death Stance is good against him. So, in times like this, where, like, you know, it doesn't feel too good to buy one or the other, I'll just buy something health. Health kind of works for both, is the idea here. Luckily, we're still ahead of Ka, which is good. Anywhere that Ka is and I am, we are ahead on. We're going to go ahead and hit no on that. That's not very, that's probably pretty emotional. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Get her off. Look at that. We got a kill, so we can start sieging, actually. Not the worst play. I can try and look for an ult. I'll likely get killed for this, but it's good pressure if it hits. Because we actually really need to hard force this tier 2 down if possible. Don't want to let Aurelion Souls do the thing. Spawning Drift Herald just so we can make sure we get a little juice on it. Going tier 2 top is probably likely better. But if we can get this turret and then go tier 2 top, now we're talking, right? See how fast this game can get turned? Now, they were on Otacon. That's where they've been at. I missed the drift? That Spirit Blossom map diff, I swear. I swear that's not on me. Now, Otacon is definitely different for anyone that doesn't know. Basically, once you get it, it like eats all the other roads that are on the map. So, you guys do get a ton of free damage, free experience again. But we just got an inhib. Sure, it was an early inhib. We also got tier 2 and tier 3. So, the map is more suited for us here. You know, Otacon is just stats, but stats don't really matter if you're having to face check everywhere and getting killed for free. So we see Kaz actually coming here. Obviously, he's up level on us, but we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill that one for us. Beat him into the wall, get my free one. Nice. Kaz gonna jump on Nami. She didn't realize it in time. That's okay. We trying to hit this turret? He might have ultimate, so the idea is to get your burst off ASAP. See what you can do. Nice. I mean, really solid way to get back into this game. And a lot of you have games like this where you have like one other hard-winning player, the rest of your team is like typing, not playing well. And you kind of just like, kind of power down a little bit. You kind of forget how to win. You know, the easiest thing is if you have a fed range person, then make them, you know, stand at a, you know, try and hover them around a turret. Let them start cooking up, right? So like Ezreal can get the wave in onto a turret, he can start shooting Qs, and while you're pushing, it'll pull enemy team to defend. And because of that, you can force Ezreal to get his usefulness, that is, you know, ranged poke, just by you standing next to him, you know? It's kind of like another way to get a little bit more out of your game. That might not be that obvious. This guy is just dead, right? Yeah. Huge. I don't know what item I'm cooking up here, but get his passive off instantly. Smite him, slow him down. Maybe Ezreal can catch on next E. I'm going to keep sending it, though. Another stun. Big damage. As you can see, right, this build does not fall off of damage. That was a Mundo. Sure, my Ezreal's hitting it, but how much damage did I do there? Probably enough. And I have 3k in my pocket. This is okay. No big deal at all. And this is what a lot of lower elo games look like, where, like, I would say I won early game compared to Ka. Ka started making good moves on mid game with his team, and now I'm starting to win, you know, the later game or the end of mid game. You know, there's a lot of the games look like this, the lower rank you go, because, you know, people have different stats in different places, right? Some of you are good early game players, some of you are good late game players, and so on. So it's good to know that, like, people are still learning, and just because someone slams you early game doesn't mean they're not going to give you a huge play. Nice. You just got so rolled. That instant bite was weird too. Keep walking back, brother. I can try and help you a little bit. We can try. Yeah, you guys are surely catching me. A wing. A wing. And I'll try and just pull my camps there. So I'll send one auto, just try and pull my camp. Guys, be so serious right now. Are we serious? And the idea is that if you pull the camp and it resets, then, you know, it'll keep doing that regain health thing, and they won't be able to do that as fast as they would want to. And now this is the portion of the build where I show you that, like, again, you can kind of throw this build anywhere. This is, you know, for the people that are still watching, likely you're a Briar enjoyer. You can kind of see that you can throw this build onto anything. Where, like, right now, right, I'm going to just throw on a Titanic and, you know, maybe a Sundered Sky or something. And maybe you connect the dots to, like, hey, wait, I can actually just start Titanic and then go into Yumu's Dead Man's later. And it's like, yeah, you can. That's what's sweet about it. Because, again, we're getting so much free movement speed. Again, we get 60% movement speed just by existence. It's a 2-item core and decent boots. And as you can see, right, I'm sitting at over 3k health, insane armor, and I can pivot into MR for Spear Visage, have over 100 magic resist, and, what, 2,300 gold right now? And look at how fast you are. And obviously, Blue Smite helps with this a ton, too. Yeah, for sure, guys. These guys have never seen a Briar with moves like this. Oh, no. Oh, honey, that was not the play. Oh, Mundo, you have no passive. Oh, I didn't buffer E, my bad. Mundo not having passive was supposed to be me WQing and then Eing immediately, but the Ashhole got to me sooner than I thought it would, and that's just flat out on me. First game on diff, it is what it is. Ooh, big Aurelian Soul Link, though. Try and ping it for them. Okay, it's so close, bro. You're very close. Ezra was looking for a highlight play. Unfortunately, I don't think it's there to be found. Can someone get anti-heal for Mundo, please? Briar with anti-heal is not the play. So as you can see, we took a bunch of magic damage there, so we're just going to do the pivot, just like we said. W, Teemo. Again, my support's so toxic, man. He can be useful and actually do it. It's like, I just say, please, bro. You know? Nah, you can't save it now. You were mean, bro. Nah, to be honest, it's probably fine. He's gonna move from that, but at least cancels his recall one more time. Okay, free kill. Thanks for taking me away from him, by the way. Appreciate you, bro. I can keep this guy here. My team can rotate. Their team is also going to rotate, though. Aha! I saw it coming that time. Never make the same mistake twice. Hiya! There's an 80 carry on my screen. No, Teemo, shoot the guy. Yeah, good job. I think my team started hitting Mundo a bit too much. You never hit Mundo when he's super low like that and you don't know if he has ult. Because if it's coming up, he's going to click a button and go up 1,000,000 health. You got to be so weary about it. Nice. Now, as the Briar... You got to use that little button, man. As the Briar way, I just bought magic resist because my previous death, I died to magic damage. Now you can see this death, we died to physical damage. The Briar way. But, maybe this is just an Overlord's angle? It's kind of tough to decide on what to go here. I think there's, like, pretty player preference. I don't think any item's, like, screaming out, like, this is, you know, the best here. Sundered Sky could get you a little more healing if you wanted to play it that way. Overlords could get you more raw AD to make you kind of more of a chonker. So nothing's really screaming out right now. Mostly it's like, in these fights, at some point you're going to have to stand in front of your Ezreal and Mundo's going to hit you. So it looks like maybe Overlords, because when Mundo's hitting me, I will be going down in health and trying to, you know, get the last execute onto him, which would make my W2 stronger by having more AD the lower I am. But we do not want to fight, actually. Look at that. I almost took this fight, not even noticing that my Nami's at my red buff. And then I would have been mad. I'm like, why is he there? So it's on me to look at stuff like that. Can't be mad about it if I didn't check. Well, I guess I could be mad at myself for not checking. Again, Ezreal likes to just be standing here doing this, shooting spells, like we said earlier. It's just what he wants to do. That's a one-tap. Get the E into the wall. Break the shield. Ezreal's still alive. I'm not too mad about that. Don't hit Mundo, please. Hit someone else. W towards Mundo, because I can Titanic kill Ashe if it comes down to it. As you can see, this is why Overlords would be pretty decent here. They're going to be looking over the wall. Oh, I'm too far away, though. I think there's still a way to find a kill here, though. I really do. I'm going to greet it, see what I can make. Nice. Mundo's going to hurt in a second. Where's my Ezreal, bro? Ezreal, Timmy Turner, bro, fairy godparents. I guess he went to midwave to try and heal up with BT there, but nah, taking the fight was way better. I was giving him the moves, man. That was pretty sweet, though. That was pretty sweet. Wait me, my great team. Alright, Teemo again, probably watched Mako 1, just doing a typical cosplay for himself. I mean, the Oblivion Orb has already put in tons of work here, so good for him. Chalking up ego and just trying to play for win, that's smart. My Xerath is desperately behind, I mean, very desperate. It really just comes down to us three, what we can cook up. And however they can impact that, if it be through anti-heal or CC, is very important. So I wouldn't even say, like, you know, they're not, you know, they don't matter. I would say they kind of matter just as much, actually. They don't matter in the way that's typical to you, but they still matter. You know, you're typically used to Xerath doing the long-range assault and whatever, you know. But now this one just needs to hit a stun and buy time. Enemy team is likely looking at him because he's level 14 a ton, right? Hey, free kill, let's do it. Free passive. Get out. The big one is definitely going to mess up our game plan here. Make sure they didn't start the Baron here. Don't really want to hit Mundo, but it's a big fear, so I'll take it. Put him into the wall. Nice, he'll die to that. Oh, he might not, actually. You can get behind me, I can help. That BT can only do but so much here, brother. Nice, alright, we got the angle right. Is redemption gonna be the death? Oh, you are never hitting a Q with me standing right there, brother. Sorry. I think we can just do this. Ezreal's good enough damage. He's BT, and I can't die. I have Spirit Visage healing. As you can see, my Spirit Visage is cranking. This would give us good recall to try and get to this dragon, too. So that's likely where they're going. Cloud Soul would be pretty sweet for my build, but it's not the only way to win is through me, right? Oh my god, I genuinely need one more camp, though. And they know I'm not on it, either. It is what it is. They can just buy time. Mundo's still not alive, though, so they might not rush it if we're sitting next to it. I get my item upgrade. Alright, so we have 82 AD flat. We have 31 extra given, so we're sitting at 360 AD, and we built 2 actual AD items and 1 off tank. Nice. They TP'd, so that's likely Mundo getting here because he would have been late. Mid prio is always very good. Take away their ability to have a wave to push with if we do lose this fight. Prioritizing this a little bit. Get that going. Yumu's by cooldown time here. Try and get back to my Ezreal. Take away vision on my Ezreal. They're going to look to push bot side here. We're going to try and actually force them into a weird spot to, like, maybe they can't push because I just do this. Or we do this, rather. Now, they might be walking at us, so we're going to retreat to top side. This guy knows what he's doing. He's actually playing really smart. This guy's actually very smart. Look at this Ezreal. Really smart player. He knows exactly what to do. Just kidding. We gotta run, bro. Can't get caught in the Ashe loop here. He got caught there. I don't know if they'll expect me here, but we bought time and we got 1 for 1, so it's not that bad. Sure, Ezreal is more important to our comp, but it's really not that big a deal. They don't have that good of a push. Our Zerath just got 3 items. Not too bad. Kha'Zix isn't full build. I am, so again, wherever we both are, it's good for me. Yeah, that Oblivion Orb's actually cranking, by the way. They just traded Teemo, so I'm going to try and trade this guy here. Free kill, run away from that guy, go straight to this guy. Excuse me, partner, excuse me, excuse me. Oh, Nami, honey. Trying to block that Q there for you. He's looking like he's playing for the auto, though. I did legitimately everything possible. Movement speed is so helping me here, though. Oh, honey. He autoed. You're smart. Nah, man, you can't be passive-aggressive forever and never get checked. Come on, man, I gotta check you at least once, though. Did he ult again? Yep. Nope. I literally said I'm blocking the Q and stood behind. Doesn't matter even if it did. I have free time and I type fast enough to do this. Clueless support player, man. You're right? I know, bro. I know. I know I'm right, bro. Now take this free dub. FF? Okay, my bad. Team, we have 3v3 in their base with Ezreal there. My bad. To be honest, that's so karma for me typing, right? You guys should never type, and then I take the time to be funny. And because I'm funny, the universe instantly lets me know, hey, bro, cut the jokes, show the gameplay, because your Ezreal has played a prime Michael Jordan, and he's going to mess up once right next to you because you're typing to a Nami player. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. 14, 11, 17. Sheesh. I haven't seen deaths like this in a long time. I'm not going to lie. Brilliant Soul in base, Ashe in base. That means they can only have a 3-man push again. Look at you. Me and Ezreal can definitely win this. Don't know about the board for him. Maybe I sell the Swiftmarch at some point. I'm at 2,600 gold. So maybe I go like Bork or something. Swiftmarch, definitely the reason for this, though. I think it's doing more than I think it is. Maybe Yumu's definitely could go, though. Yumu's is a cheap power spike, so obviously later into the game it kind of falls off as much. Because the amount of times that you're going to run around to get an extra MS gank is lower. So a better team fighting item could be something like Bork right now. Get blue buff for my team, obviously. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to do there, man. Ashe R is Ashe R. Took one with him. We have the wave pushed in, so that's good. And this Ka is like really hard trolling. 1 for 1 with Teemo is actually, I think, very smart. No lie. If as long as Zerath lives, it's really smart in my opinion. There's no universe they expect me here, right? I can go to tier 4, it's fine. I don't need a huge play. The odds of me getting my flash and then making a better play are very high. Like, just inhib is just inhib. It's fine. You guys think you're ending here? That's one pick before Dragon. Kill the cannon just so they have no extra play. That's a really good bubble. I like that. Mundo's running faster than Karma, though. We do have Cloud Drake coming up. We are up the player. Mundo might be able to annoy us a little bit here, but I think if we play for the soul, it could be really good for us. Let's go right here, send it through. Dragon's up, we're up the player, and Xerath has TP for this, so that's good. He's TPing to the wave right now. Going to try and block their spells before I do anything. Now we can run here. It's a heater game. It's mostly linked to having 3 teammates that genuinely are not trying. But, doesn't mean you lose, right? Teemo! Thank you. Never give them that blast cone. That blast cone is the reason something gets stolen every time. So we're going to get rid of a movement speed item, grab another movement speed item. Because when you proc Bork, well, it slows them. Which kind of, you know, makes you kind of run faster, kind of in a way. It used to steal movement speed. Yeah, it doesn't do that anymore. But it's like kind of movement speed item. You feel me on that? Teemo, you might have thrown the game if you don't live. So good job living there. Good luck here. Ka, please step up, bro. Didn't have a smite charge there to make his day worse. I can go heal, right? I've spirit sized everything I ever will need. Right there. Life is good. Get prio again. The more prio you get, the less time they have to push. It's very important to kill these minions. I pulled 2 people here, and it's Aurelion Soul Ka. That's actually pretty decent for us. Aurelion Soul does not want to look for the 1v1 on me here. You can go ahead and get that ultimate for free and see how fast this guy dies. Just for the free here. Huge kill again. We're up players. We can do good on that. And that is GG. And what really tied this was when I decided to go bot. It pulled 2 players and gave us the space. I was able to find Aurelion Soul for free. And using that timer, you're able to get a big dub. Shoot R backwards so you don't fly under the base. She broke aggro because of it. And GG easy. What a game. What a game. 1 teammate apparently is all you need. Nice. So I think you got to see every part of this build. You got to see early game. You got to see a mid-game struggle, a mid-game comeback into a late-game masterclass. Nice. Didn't expect this to be a 40-minute banger, but might be top gap. Might be. He did 165k, fed 80 carry doing the thing. It makes my 66k not look that much, but again, like, you know, Mundo is farming everyone this whole game. He only did 76. I'm a tankier build, right? I have 3 of tankier items. I'm slamming, and I don't even get damage item until later. PTA, coup de grace, Triumph, all doing insane things. So hopefully, guys, hopefully you see the idea behind Swiftmarch. Again, it's a decent boot option. Reduced slows, gives you 30 AD for the free. You know, it costs 1,500 gold, right? Well, BF Sword is 1,300 for 40 AD. So you're getting movement speed, slow, and a good chunk of AD. It's actually sick. So enjoy it. Thank you so much. You are living the dream. Have a good one.